Tartary is. It's right in the spot where Russia is. If you notice, right below Russia, it says Mongolia is there. Let's go back to the other map now. If you notice, it says Grand Tartary up here, where Russia is. This actually says Tartary Moscow. This says Tartary Independent. This says Tartary Chino. Right here is Independent Tartary. That's where Mongolia is, which is right there, as you can see. And that's why in 1938 they decided to execute the last Tartarian princess. Now, let's go into the Kremlin and the Russian design. Okay, so what you have here is the Tartarian coat of arms. This is the Tartarian crest. Tartarian royal crest. It was stolen. Stolen. Okay? This right here is the orb. That is the scepter. The orb is always in the left hand. The scepter is always in the right hand. Go and watch my other video about orbs and scepters and you'll see the breakdown of it. You'll notice in every single royal coronation, they make sure to hand this orb and this scepter off to the next royal heir, right? And what they're actually doing on a symbolic level is they're actually handing over the 1,000-year reign of the oppression and genocide of this Tartarian nation. This is stolen, and I'm gonna prove it to you, because this is everywhere in the Russian capital, and the building is over thousands of years old, meaning this symbol doesn't belong to you. This right here should tell you all that straight up and down. You got a bunch of white royal families running around using the symbol that's inside of melanated people's building. These people are on the wall inside the Kremlin. White people, you got an explanation? You just want to keep telling us about slavery. These individuals are wearing linen, which has a frequency of 5,000. Look at the halos around their head. Take a look at this beautiful black man. What do you think he is? Once again, he's inside of the Kremlin. Look at the glass. Look at him behind there. How long do you think that man's been there? Hundreds and hundreds of years. Does he look like a slave? No, he doesn't. Let's go a little step further. What does he have inside of his hand? Let's take a closer look. Oh, it's a motherfucking Tartarian device. Would you take a look at that? So a black man displayed inside of the Kremlin, the Russian capital, happens to be holding a Tartarian ether harnessing device. Why? Because he's a builder. And I'm him, so I know exactly what to do to that device. I'm going to go out, I'm going to find me a ley line. And when I find a ley line, I'm going to anchor this in, and I'm going to resonate this building in that direct spot right there. That's how we build. That's how we build. Keep it moving. Take a look at this picture right here. Absorb that. Absorb that for a second. And I'm going to break this down because they really be thinking they slick with these pictures right here. Look at all these individuals in this picture. All right? Now, off the strength, you're not going to pick it up immediately, right? Look at old boy on the bottom right here. This is a king. He got the crown on his head, right? Ain't nobody else got one. He black. Not only that, he got a goddamn afro. Look at all these people around him. Let's take a closer look. You know what they like to do? Look at this. You see the shoulder? You see They like to take gold and smudge. To see if you smudge some gold here and smudge here and smudge, it gives a shimmer. Makes it seem like they're white. They're not. They're black. You know how you know? Look at their hair. Unless you just think a whole bunch of white guys with afros will happen to sit here. You see how they play with y'all? You see how they play with y'all, right? I ain't stupid, though. Look. Black man wearing a crown with an afro. You can tell he got gray hair. He's older. He's wearing a robe adorned with jewels. You see the dudes around him. He mad important. And another thing y'all might not have missed. It's 12 of them. There's a man, black, in the middle, adorned with the robe. He's holding a piece of linen, cloth, robe of some sort, and he's surrounded by 12 Russia unveils hidden 1,400 pictures showing Christ, angels, and Bible characters as black. America, what are y'all doing? Why y'all keep trying to sell white Jesus to us if y'all know damn well, even since the 1400s, been very much black. They look like me. Why y'all lying? Stop lying. I'm exposing all the lies. All the lies. Stop lying. Black. The angels too. The angels too. Get rid of those white angels in your head. Scratch that. This is on the wall in the Kremlin. Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done. This ain't even lukewarm yet. This is on the wall in the Kremlin.
David Fetch Production.
What are you looking at? You're looking at a bunch of black saints. Look at how they are dressed. Look at how they dress. Like Moors, are they not? Correct. Because y'all wanted us to forget that we were them. We were them people. Yeah, that's right. The real saints. Y'all were not them boys. Paul, John, Peter. Fuck out of here. This is why you gotta come out as Putin and reveal that Christ is black. Because you walk around in the building every single day with nothing but niggas on your goddamn wall. The builders of this earth are on the wall inside the Kremlin. That ain't nothing but melanated individuals, melanated saints, and high-ranking intellectuals on that wall. That's it. Ain't no slaves up there. Sorry, white people. And we built this. That's why we're on the wall. We built this. This is ours. And that ain't gold paint. That's real, actual 24-karat gold flakes. Real gold. That's how we build. With marble. And gold. This room right here, you know what this room right here is for? People meet in this room. Before they come see me and my queen, they sit here and they sit here. And they wait while we sit back here. And then when we're ready, we give somebody permission to open these big doors, and then they come in. What sits above this door? My seal. The orb and the scepter in the hand. Now, let's go into my court. Welcome. Welcome to my court. You may enter. When you come into my court, what you're gonna notice is
David Fetch Production.
illumination sits above my throne, just like on your dollar bill, don't it? You probably missed that in the back because my big ass head was in the way. But what is that? Oh, that's my seal that I showed y'all in the beginning, and that sits above my door with the orb and the scepter. Look at this room. Tartarian, made out of gold. If the coat of arms is outside, if the coat of arms sits above this door, if the coat of arms sits on the back of this throne, and this building is over thousands of years old, and it's Tartarian, and there's black people on the wall, who do you think owns this goddamn building? Who do you think building this is? This is what's inside the Kremlin. Let's take a closer look at this device. Boom! What the hell is that? It looks like Professor Xavier meditates in here. What? Y'all did not build this. Tartarians built it. You can just tell by the room. Because we don't like right angles. That's why we made sure to get rid of all the right angles. Y'all don't build like this. Or this. Or this. You just don't. We do. We build with domes, with fractals on top. Those are not crosses, those are fractals. This is our capital, which was stolen. This is how all of our cities were. Domes, antennas, and beauty. I'm sorry. Your 1,000-year reign